Hey guys, HippieHolo1 here. Welcome back to another video, and today we are here with my completed station platform, finally, and my Weaver Models Reading G2SA Pacific. So those of you who have been following the progress of my layout for a while will know that for the longest time there was just a big open gap here, and I kept talking about putting in a station platform, and I kept not doing it. Well, I finally got the stuff to do it for Christmas, so here it is. It's made out of Woodland Scenic Smooth It. I etched in the expansion joints with an X-Acto knife and a pencil, because, yep. And then I added the cracks. The cracks are a mixture of me taking an X-Acto knife and very particularly trying to make cracks, and me just smacking the thing with my fist when it was still curing to make cracks. It actually doesn't look horrible. And then I went over it with a tan and fog gray mixture to make the concrete color, and then I went over the whole thing with a black wash to try and weather it. This is my first attempt at weathering anything, and as you can see, it's not horrible. It's also not great. But it's slightly made up for by the fact that I have a passenger steam locomotive here, pulling freight cars. And if you guys were, for some reason, wondering what the side with worse lighting looks like, here you go. And before you guys scream at me, I am fully aware, and I've said this on multiple videos, that this is not an O-scale building. It is in no way an O-scale building. The doors are way too small, the building is too small, the proportions are too small. It's closer to HO than it is O, but it's what I had, so it's what I'm using. When I get an O-scale station, this one's staying here, because eventually I will be hopefully building a different layout when I eventually move out and whatnot, and that will actually have all O-scale stuff. But for the time being, this is a really pretty station, this is what I had, this is what's staying here, so deal. Alright, so now on to other toys. Here we have the Weaver Models Reading G2SA Pacific. I've been looking for one of these for a long time. Pretty much ever since I knew that Weaver made them, I've been trying to find one, and they are impossible to find, at least for me. I was looking for one for probably like 3 years before I stumbled across this on eBay, and immediately bought it, pretty much. It is a beautiful engine. Pretty much everything is separately applied, and it's awesome. I love it. It's got this really big chunky headlight that Reading engines had, and it's in that fantastic position between where the PRR had it, which was like up here, not to be confused with the stupid PRR headlight that was there, and it has it above where most railroads had it, which was dead in the middle, and I love it. It's really cool. It also has 2 dynamos. Don't know why. If you know why, let me know in the comments, please. I'd love to know. I'm assuming it's something to do with passenger service and needing extra electrical stuff, but I don't know. Pretty sure passenger trains run off steam heat at this point in time, so I don't know why they would need extra electricity. But if you know, let me know. Roof vents don't open or anything like that, but it's such a good model. The smoke unit is weird. The smoke unit is simultaneously the best and worst smoke unit I have, because it smokes a ton, more than any other engine I have, but it doesn't chuff. Like, it doesn't, like, puff out smoke with the chuffs or anything like that, which is great for when you want to kill people of asphyxiation, and this thing just fills the basement with smoke, but we'll see that later. It's so pretty. The tender is very simplistic. It doesn't have a whole lot going on. This is where all the electronics are housed. It doesn't have a backup light or anything like that. It does have TMCC. It does not have cruise control or anything like that. And it has a really nice sound system, in my opinion. The whistle reminds me a lot of a Reading whistle. It's obviously not prototypical for a Reading G2SA, which would have the Reading 6 chime on it, I think. But, you know, it sounds very nice, and I like it. So you'll hear that when we fire it up. I am going to flip this over and show you guys the build number, because this is like one of 60-something, I think. We'll find out in a minute when I flip it over, because I have to turn on the smoke unit anyway, so might as well just show you guys the bell swings and whatnot too. Couple of cut bar moves. It's just like, there's so much stuff. It's such an awesome engine. I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I do. I love this thing. Pacifics are awesome. I love Pacifics. Not as much as mountain classes, but I love Pacifics, and I love them infinitely more than Hudsons, and if you know me, you'll know why. Pacifics. Anyway, let's flip it over and see what the bottom looks like. So before I flip it over, I did want to explain this. To people that aren't really accustomed to Reading engines, they have these massive fireboxes, and the reason for this is because the Reading Railroad was primarily a hauler of anthracite coal, and when you haul coal and your engines burn coal, you might as well burn the coal that you're hauling. So these engines ran on anthracite. And anthracite has this tendency where it burns really hot, and it needs a lot of heat to burn. So the Reading had to have these absolutely gigantic fireboxes. You can see it on pretty much any Reading steam engine that exists, the T1s included, which is in the background. But yeah, so that's why they have these massive fireboxes, is because they burned really hot coal and they needed all the space. So here's the build plate: Weaver Reading G2 SA 462 3-rail, number 177, built 03 of 39? Yeah, 39. So yeah, I thought it was a lot higher. So what that means is that does not mean that there are only 39 of these in existence. That means that there are only 39 of this run in existence. And I have number 3 of that run. I did have one of my friends tell me this was built in Korea. I have no idea how to check that. I'm sure there's probably a built-in somewhere around here, but if you guys know of a way to tell without finding that label, let me know. I don't know if there were any differences or anything like that. This thing's about to fall over. So I'm going to put this thing back on the track so it doesn't get broken or anything like that, and we'll fire it up and start running it around.
You are cleared for departure.
So there you have it. That is my new station platform, kind of, and my new Weaver Models Reading G2SA Pacific as it continues to smoke me out. I hope you all enjoyed. I love this engine, and I really like this platform. I think it turned out really well. This whole layout is basically just a way for me to experiment with new techniques and whatnot, so that hopefully when I build a more permanent layout, I actually know what I'm doing and don't completely mess it up. But yeah, if you guys like this video, let me know in the comments. If you didn't, also let me know in the comments. And hope you all enjoyed. Anyway, I am CW Hollow 1. Have a good day, or maybe good night in your case. See ya.